Hello students, good morning. Yesterday we have done in last class that kinematics, that the basic of the kinematics, that is a type of the motion, what is motion, and the one dimension, two dimension, three dimension, this type of the motion we have done in last class. Today we will start, that is the scalar and vector quantity. We have done this one already, that scalar and vector, they are having the magnitude only, that will be scalar, and having magnitude as well as the direction, that is vector quantity. Now next our topic is the distance and displacement. What is distance? What is distance? Distance is a term that is the taken by any object. So distance is a total path taken by an object is called distance. It is total time. Distance, what is distance? It is a total time taken by, it is total time taken by any object is known as the distance. For example, here we are taking any object and this one start moving. This one is the initial point. What is initial point? Initial is the starting point, and this one is a final point. Now from here to there, then object will start moving. Then that path can be taken like this one path, and path can be taken like this path, and any other path can be like this path. And this one is initial to final, and the total path taken by any object from initial to final is known as distance. Clear to everyone? That is total path taken by any object from initial to final position is known as a distance. And distance, its SI unit is meter. What is SI unit is? Meter. That how we can find their unit can be kilometer, unit can be centimeter, and meter of the distance, but SI unit we call it meter only. Now next, it is scalar quantity. It is scalar quantity. Meaning of scalar quantity, I told you already. Quantity that is a having only magnitude. Scalar quantity means having only magnitude, not direction. That will be scalar quantity. So the distance is a scalar quantity. Next, it can't be negative, 0, always, that is always positive. Distance can't be negative, can't be 0, it always positive. Clear? This one, these terms are related about the distance. So everyone cleared about this distance. Now next, our displacement. What is displacement? Displacement also path covered by any object from initial to final. But this which path? This one is the shortest path. It is shortest path taken by an object from initial means starting point, from initial to final point is called displacement. Understood? Displacement is the shortest path taken by an object from initial to final is called displacement. And displacement, its also SI unit will remain same. Its SI unit will remain same as a distance, means it's also meter. and it is not vector scalar quantity, it is vector quantity. Vector quantity, already told you about vector quantity, that having magnitude as well as direction. This will be vector quantity, and it can be negative, 0 or positive. It can be negative, 0 or positive. Now for example, here is the initial point, here is a final point. Now there is a different way to go from initial to final. Now one way is like this one way going from here to there, one way is this one from here to there, and third way is this one from here to there. Now there is a 3 path, this first path, this second path, this third path. From all 3 paths, which one will be the shortest path? That will be displacement. Now everyone can see that shortest path, this one, second path is the shortest path to travel from initial to final point. Final means destination, end point, and initial means starting point. So that shortest path is second, that's why displacement will be our second path. Clear? And it is vector quantity because there we can find direction as well as we can find the magnitude. Clear now? Next our term speed. Next our term is speed. What is speed? Speed is the total distance traveled by an object. It is total distance taken by an object per unit time is called speed. If we are finding the total distance taken by any object, and distance everyone know now from initial to final, then total distance traveled by any object per unit time is called speed. So we can write it, speed is equal to distance per unit time is called speed. Now SI unit, its SI unit we can find, all units we can find from the formula. SI unit is their distance is SI unit is meter, and time SI unit is second. That's why we can write a meter per second, and or we can write there in other form, we can write it meter second inverse. Like this we can write. Now it is the depend upon the distance, and distance is scalar quantity. That's why speed also will be scalar quantity. It is scalar quantity. Time also scalar, distance also scalar, then speed also will be scalar quantity. Clear now? Next will be our come velocity. What is velocity? Velocity is it is total displacement taken by an object per unit time is called velocity. So we can write it, velocity equal to displacement per unit time. So from this formula displacement we can find their SI units. its SI unit will remain same as speed because their displacement unit is meter and time unit is second. That's why we can write their meter per second. And there is this one is a vector quantity. That's why velocity also will be vector quantity. It is vector quantity. That means from this velocity we can find direction as well as the magnitude. Both term we can find. That's why it is the vector quantity. Now clear everyone? After this one, average speed. Average speed will be total distance traveled by any object per unit total time. Average speed is equal to total distance by total time. It will be average speed. Clear to everyone now? These are the different relation for the average speed, velocity and speed. Now next our motion, uniform motion and non-uniform motion. Our motion is two type, uniform motion and non-uniform motion. What is uniform motion? Uniform, first we are doing uniform motion. It is the equal time taken, equal distance traveled by a new object in equal interval of time. That is equal distance traveled by an object in equal interval of time. That is uniform motion. Equal distance taken by equal interval of time. Let from here to there, this one is the initial point, their final point. From here to there, then that is a 5 meter distance. The next is a again 5 meter, again 5 meter distance. Now again 5 meter. From here to there, there also 2 seconds to cover it, and there also again 2 seconds for cover it, and this one also again 2 seconds and again 2 seconds, like this one. Then this will be your uniform motion. If equal distance taken by any object in equal interval of time, then motion will be your uniform motion. Clear now? Now for this graph, if we are taking their graph between position and time graph. First, object at rest. Object at rest means their position we are taking along x and their t. When object is at rest, that means we can say that position of object is at rest, but time will change or not? Time will change or not? Time will change. So time is increasing continuously, but position of object is same. So this one object at rest. Second, object in uniform motion. Now this how we can find it? They are same for x and t, and there we are making this one, there is a position of this object is changing continuously as time will change. Then this one will be position time graph when object in uniform motion. Clear? Now third graph will be, third case, when Object constant, object is moving with a constant negative, with constant negative velocity starting from positive position, then we can find it. Their graph is position x and there is t, then this graph will be formed like this one. This is a position, its object is moving with a constant negative velocity starting from positive position, then graph will be like this. Now next our non-uniform motion. If object moving unequal distance in equal interval of time, then motion called non-uniform. Then graph we can make it like this graph we are making. Then x and t, there is a position time graph. Now position time graph we are making this one. This one is a non-uniform motion like this. Clear now everyone? This one is a non-uniform motion. There here we can write it. Is a change in this one. This one will be change in del time. This one small change in along the position here to here. Now there v will be del x by del t. This one will be instantaneous motion. Instantaneous motion is the change in the distance displacement in a small interval of a time, that is the instantaneous motion. So do this topic in your fair notebook, complete your notebook and learn this topic properly.